Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann and Associates. Call them now for a free consultation, 801-754-4240, or go to utah.law. Welcome in, Deseret News Rewind. Dusty, Litster, Dane, Stewart, as always, presented by Heidemann and Associates.
That's right, Dusty, full-service law firm, offices throughout the state of Utah, including way down south in Dixieland, all along the Wasatch Front. You can visit utah.law to learn more about Heidemann and Associates.
Absolutely. Dane may have gotten an A in business law. It doesn't mean he's going to try to do it on his own.
You know it.
Let Justin help you out. Let Justin Heidemann and Associates help you out. Justin's a great friend of the program. All right, 6A bracketology. I won't give you my other nickname for this one. Maybe it'll come out in the way I picked this whole thing. But the 6A tournament is going to be very, very interesting. Yeah. We saw the games last night, but we wanted to pick from this point on. So let's go this way. All right, from top to bottom, and we start in Region 4. That's the way I like to do it. Actually, it's the way the bracket did it. Corner Canyon and Westlake.
Yeah, hey, congratulations to Westlake. Got a nice playoff win, going up to Davis, taking care of business. Hope you enjoyed it. I think this Friday is going to be a little bit rough. I got Corner Canyon. Yeah,
Hagen and crew going to take care of business. I know it's a rematch. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Corner Canyon just rolling right along. All right, and then so PG versus Syracuse.
Yeah, I think this is actually maybe the game of the second round, Pleasant Grove, Syracuse. I'm not quite certain where I want to go with this. I'll tell you, I think I've seen enough impressiveness of PG to say I'm going to go with the Vikings in this one. But there have been those weeks too where it's like, gosh, PG, where'd you go? So going to need a solid effort from Coach Wooten to get this win over Syracuse. Hamblin and company, Ty Burke, really tough, but I'm going to go with the Vikings.
You know, I think both sides we could say that about.
Yeah,
I think that's why this game is so intriguing, because both these teams could be on either side.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be very interesting. But I'm with PG as well. I think PG's played well enough. They've had enough games where they've looked good. I mean, that's win over Skyridge does stick in your mind. We look at best wins.
Yeah.
That's what kind of sits there for me with Pleasant Grove. I'll go PG, Campbell, and crew getting it done. Skyridge and Lone Peak. This is the game of round 2.
You know, as good as Lone Peak has been for the last number of years, and the record doesn't show it this year. Insert videos last week. But the team they haven't been able to figure out, Skyridge, Dusty. And, you know, to have this matchup in the second round, Skyridge's got to be like, are you serious? I'm going to go with Skyridge in this one. I think they've just shown that they already beat Lone Peak earlier this year. I think they've got the weapons to do it. Emmett Call, I think it's going to be on him, right? Cannot turn the ball over against Lone Peak. Can't give them extra possessions. They could be in trouble, but I'm going to go with the Falcons.
But you can, because in the 2 games against Lone Peak at home, there are already double-digit turnovers for Skyridge in 2 wins. And remember, Call had the pick 6, turn right around, the team down and scored. Yep. So, but both of those games in the last 2 years between Lone Peak and Skyridge have come down to 1 point, literally 1 point, not just one possession, 1 point. And neither team's had a way to get it, and Skyridge able to pull it off. I want to go Skyridge in this one, but I just have, there's a little bit in me. You're the reigning 6A champions, all the crap, all the stuff going on, that they figure it out. Lone Peak. I'm going Lone Peak on this one.
You know, now I might go Dusty in the 5A video, and I might switch to Lone Peak as well. Now that I'm thinking about it more. Yeah, switch it up.
You going Lone Peak?
I am going to go Lone Peak. Yeah, I am.
Heidemann and Associates. You might want to sign me up. If I can flip someone out, well, I can get a whole jury too. So, Hunter and Kearns.
Hey, rematch, right? Region 2. The pride of Region 2 going to battle here. Look, Kearns absolutely blew the socks off of Hunter. Was there that night. That game was over 5 minutes in. Hunter going to be a little bit healthier for this matchup. I know there was an injury or two. Look, that's not going to make a difference, but I don't expect a 40-point blowout. I got Kearns. I think this is close. I think this will be closer than the regular season matchup, but I think Kearns just too good.
I think back like NFL, right? Jets, Patriots with Mark Sanchez. Regular season, the Patriots scored like 50-some-odd points on the Jets, and then they get in the playoffs and the Jets beat them.
Yeah.
That ain't happening here either. I just want to bring that up. I thought it was kind of fun. Kearns, Affatasi and crew, because that's the only name that apparently I know. Taking care of business. Kearns got that one. Harriman and Jordan.
Yeah, hey, congratulations, Jordan. Nice win over West Jordan. Harriman with the bye. I think Harriman is a team you got to watch out for in this tournament. I think it's set up pretty well for the Mustangs. I got Harriman over the Digs.
If there's a year that Harriman gets back to that championship game form, it's this year.
Yeah.
The way this lays out. I'm on Harriman as well. I'm going Mustangs. Roy and AF.
Boy, Roy, tell you what, I think this Roy team is really, really good up in Region 1. They've had a solid year. Jackson Dart got to watch out for. Izzy Gordon had 3 rushing touchdowns in their opening win against Northridge. This ain't Northridge. I think American Fork, that offense, Madsen has shown he can really sling it against really good defenses. I got American Fork.
Yeah, a little bit of AF that first round. feel like, hey, at least we're not playing Corner Canyon, we're not playing some of these other schools, and things can kind of get right. And Jordan Roy can be a little, I mean, they've scored points, but the defense gave up 27 points to Northridge. Forget it, 27 to Northridge. How many points you're going to give up to AF? They have to score points, and I know Roy likes me to pick against them, especially me. It's usually a good omen. But I'm going AF on this one, too. Yeah. I think they got that. Bingham and Fremont.
Bingham, even in a down year, they're a 3 seed. I mean, how can you not pick the Miners? Bingham.
This is interesting because Fremont and Bingham have played each other a bunch in the state tournaments. Yeah. It's never gone right for the Fremont Silverwolves. But if there's a year that you feel like they could get it, would be this one, you would think. But then you realize, well, Bingham had a first-round bye. The RPI is still put up at 3 with all the stuff that's gone on because in some of the 2 of their biggest games, Corner Canyon and Harriman, they just did not look like Bingham. Yeah. But I'm not picking against Coach Lamborn and the Miners. They're not losing in the second round. Stratford does throw for 300 yards. I am on that one every week. Layton versus East.
I got the East Leopards in this one. That offense played really well this week. I think it will continue to.
Yeah, Cinderella only gets to use a gold slipper once. Getting used to twice.
And it broke.
Yeah. Great win for Coach Gladwell and Layton, absolutely. Continuing the trend of former Davis coaches going to Layton and winning playoff games. Yeah. Coach Batchelor and now Coach Gladwell. So, all right, let's go from bottom to top. East versus Bingham.
How many years we've been picking this game? What, like 30? How many times have I picked East? What, 30? How many times has East won? Not 30. All right, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 30 times, shame on me. I got the Leopards.
That was good. Of all the build-ups you've done over the years, that might be number one.
All right, there you go.
I think that's the first one that made me drop my microphone. I've gone both sides of this thing. Yeah. And you know what? And anytime I go with the blue, I win. I'll go blue. I'm on the Miners. Amazing when we'll get that one in the quarters. But I got Bingham. Bingham taking care of East in that one. All right, so we both have it. Harriman AF, a rematch.
Yeah.
And really, what springboarded this run from Harriman?
It certainly did. I mean, this was the game that really let us know Harriman was legit this year, and probably is one of the biggest reasons why they're the number 2 seed in the state tournament was that victory. You know, I mean, it's hard to beat the same team twice in the same year. Well, Murray did it, and we've seen other teams do it. Roy did it. How hard can it really be for Harriman? I think it's hard. I'm going to go with AF in this one.
I thought we don't plan this, by the way. I thought you were going to take Harriman. I really did.
I think it's close. I think this could go either way.
And this is just enough bulletin board material. I know Jess Gomez is going to be all over me on this one. I'm going AF too. I think that they're figuring it out. There's that part of Harriman I want to buy into it, and I think they can do it. And it wouldn't shock me at all if they win and also they get to Rice-Eccles Stadium. But I'm going to go American Fork as well. Yeah. I'll have a lot of great reasonings for it, other than I think the AF will score points in that matchup.
Harriman needs to slow this game down, right?
And they will.
On the football, they will. This is going to be a really fun matchup.
Yeah, you got to score.
Yep.
To get that one. All right, on this one, it's Lone Peak versus Kearns.
I'm going to go Lone Peak here. I think Kearns, fantastic year. They can actually score. Kearns can score. I don't know how much they'll be able to score against that Lone Peak defense. I think Lone Peak probably get a touchdown, some points on the defensive side. I'm going to go with the Knights.
Hey, you can't turn the ball over, and that's the thing that happened with Riverton last night. And I mean, if you want to go to the law of just handing things over, well, Riverton beat Kearns, Lone Peak beat Riverton. Therefore, that's not what I'm using, but that's what you get. But I'm going to go Lone Peak too. I don't know why I said that to go all the way to there. Lone Peak, got that one. Corner Canyon and PG.
Yeah, I mean, look, I really thought Pleasant. Well, no, that was a different game. Yeah, Region 4. Their schedule's all messed up in my head. Corner Canyon.
Yeah, Corner Canyon went to PG.
Right. I think Corner Canyon going to roll in this one. I think second time around for PG, probably not going to go much better than the first.
Yeah, I agree. The buzzsaw known as the Corner Canyon Chargers, and I'm with it. Yeah. Care, Bell, everyone. All right, so we'll go bottom to top, or top to bottom, sorry. Corner Canyon and Lone Peak.
Yeah, the matchup that I think a lot of people expected when the season kicked off, right? We got it happening here in the quarterfinal, or in the semifinal. Gosh, this is hard. I see what Lone Peak did in that game late in the season, and I think Lone Peak can get that win, right? But this almost feels like two programs have gone separate ways since that point. We've talked about that. I'm going to go with Corner Canyon getting the win over Lone Peak.
You know, Riley Jensen, if you haven't listened to the podcast with Riley, he talked about that opening game in 2017 out to Lehigh, and where Lehigh had propelled them to their state championship game, and for Alta, though it looked so good, they were so broken by that game they went down.
Yeah.
I just kind of been the tale of Corner Canyon Lone Peak since that point.
Right.
You know, all the season and stuff. I'm on Corner Canyon. Corner Canyon is absolutely just flying through it. Now, if there's a game that can get them, it'll be this one. It's the Olympus game, right? It's this one. I just don't know the Lone Peak has enough offense to make a difference in this one. I'll go Corner Canyon. All right, go there, and now we'll go to the bottom, and you've got AF. Yeah, you have AF East.
Yeah. Oh, man, this is so hard. I've literally gone back and forth like 6 times on this. When I was thinking about this, I was like, AF. And then I'm like, well, I think East physically can actually do some things against AF. But you know what? I know AF won the physical battle against Lone Peak when I saw that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with American Fork defeating East for the second time this year.
Yeah, AF's very multiple.
Yeah,
we talk about them, we think there's a spread team. Got a big running back, and they run the football, and they got to run it. No matter if it's a 500-mile-an-hour wind, it was 50 below zero. At least it felt like it.
Yeah.
They ran the football, and they ran it really, really well. I got AF and Bingham. You get Bingham at Rice Eccles. Very rarely is it going wrong.
Yeah.
And it went wrong last year. But Boone Abbott was a senior. Maddox is a sophomore. AF's on the revenge tour. Bingham's on the revenge tour. I'm going Miners.
Okay.
Taking care of business.
All right.
Up at Rice Eccles Stadium. All right. Corner Canyon.
American Fork.
AF. Okay, I was making sure that's the one we had here. Corner Canyon, AF for you.
You know, these two teams played late in the year. I actually expected that to be a really close ball game just because of the way that American Fork had looked the week prior against Lone Peak. It was not. Corner Canyon took care of business. I think Corner Canyon takes care of business in this one. The team that most thought were #1 from the beginning of the year, I'll admit, I did not. I had them #2. They've proved me wrong. I finally come around. I got Corner Canyon as your 6A champions.
In the preseason, we did our launch video, and we did the rankings, our top 30. The biggest argument we had was Corner Canyon and Lone Peak. And I said then, I thought Corner Canyon was the best team in the state. That was off record between the two of us.
Yep.
Right?
It was.
Okay. I didn't want you to play that. I don't remember, Dust. So I was on that one. I was on it from the beginning, and I was like, you know what, but Lone Peak's the reigning 6A champ. And Corner Canyon just proved me right all year long. So with that, Corner Canyon. I mean, they've taken everyone just close them on top of the head, including Bingham. Taking Corner Canyon. Cole Hagan going to raise 2 football banners.
And by the way,
Charger Arena.
He will have started games in 3 years, never losing a start.
Never lost a start.
Somebody offer him! Weber State did, by the way. Yeah. Congratulations.
The Fighting Weebs came around and gone the
right.
Cole train. So you all might want to as well. Maybe you aren't on the same train as us. Hit us up on Twitter at DNewsRewind, at Dane_Stewart, at Dusty Litster. Love to hear what you think happens in the 6A state tournament, who you got. And I'm sure you're going to disagree with plenty of our stuff, and that's fine. We welcome it.
That's right.
Let us know what you think. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Litster. Thanks for joining us and watching Deseret News Rewind on Deseret.com.